It's probable that Apple will go with the same size and design for the iPhone 15 series as they did for the iPhone 14. But hold up. Before you think that Apple always introduces the same design and offers its customers nothing new, there have been some interesting software upgrades. Additionally, while the style may be similar, your iPhone 14 Pro Max isn't made of titanium, is it?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, join us today as we talk about 3 significant improvements coming to the iPhone 15. Camera upgrades. Nikkei has reported that the iPhone 15 would have a camera with a state-of-the-art picture sensor. According to the source, the new sensor will have twice the saturation signal level. This means that twice as much light will be let in. In turn, this will aid in keeping exposure levels appropriate under varying lighting situations. In other words, the sensors can capture more light and reduce overexposure or underexposure in certain settings, enabling a smartphone camera to clearly photograph a person's face, even if the subject is standing against a strong backlight, the report added. Additionally, iPhones will soon get a periscope camera. This makes it possible for the lens to be much longer than a telephoto lens, improving the optical zoom considerably. While the bigger and costlier iPhone 15 Pro Max or Ultra will use the periscope lens, the smaller iPhone 15 Pro will continue to use the standard telephoto lens for optical zoom. Interestingly, there will be 2 selfie cameras, per a tweet by leaker Majin Buu. According to what is reported by my source, iPhone 15 Ultra will have 2 front cameras, USB-C, and will start from 256 gigabytes. iPhone 15 Pro instead will always start from 128 gigabytes and will have USB-C but only 1 front camera. The leaker also states that the Ultra will take advantage of USB-C. We'll discuss this later on. Despite the fact that the iPhone Pro's triple camera setup in the back has been around for a while, the front-facing selfie camera still has a single lens. The inclusion of a second front-facing camera suggests that Apple intends to enhance the quality of the camera on the iPhone 15 Ultra. But why would you want to use not 1, but 2 selfie cameras?
Just quality all the way.
It's still unclear what the 2 lenses will be used for, although they might be an ultra-wide selfie lens and a more powerful zoom. It will permanently eliminate the uncomfortable arm-out-of-socket stance from your group selfies. It may use a dual system to take clearer, more detailed pictures, or it might permit a shorter depth of focus in selfies to better accent the subject. Can't wait to try it out and share the results with you guys.
Take the picture, take the picture.
On that note, subscribe so you do not miss out when we do. USB-C. The proprietary Lightning connector on the iPhone will be phased out in favor of USB-C, as Apple has announced. Will the USB-C connector, nevertheless, cause any noticeable alterations to the form factor? Well, not really. Anyway, stick with me, and I'll explain the design tweaks in more detail later. But the transition to USB-C is not something Apple is doing voluntarily.
We'll have to comply. We have no choice, as we do around the world, to comply to local laws.
The European Union has mandated this standardization in its law on the charging of electronic devices. One of the main selling points of USB-C for the iPhone is the increased transfer rates it would provide. USB-C can transport more data and power, but it's not always clear what each USB-C port and cable is capable of doing. Another perk of the USB-C connector is its ability to increase data transmission speeds. Mobile photographers who use iPhones to shoot images and, more importantly, a high-resolution video would greatly benefit from this enhancement. Well, those lightning cords you've accumulated over the years will be rendered worthless once iPhones with USB-C ports hit the market.
Bummer.
Design upgrade. The titanium chassis of Apple's next iPhone, due out in 2023, will have rounded corners at the back in place of the current phone's sharp corners. The speculation that Apple will introduce a titanium iPhone is not new. The titanium alloy chassis that had been speculated for the iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max earlier last year never materialized. Apple, however, has lately explored the feasibility of titanium casings for its devices, including patents linked to the usage of processed titanium with unique qualities for future MacBooks, iPads, and iPhones. Among the merits, titanium's great hardness makes it scratch resistant, and its high rigidity makes it strong enough to bear bending,
Strong, durable, reliable.
both compared to stainless steel. If the rumors are true, Apple will be using titanium for the first time in its iPhones and iPads. Shrimp Apple Pro asserts that the iPhone 15 will still have a back glass, despite the change to titanium. The iPhone 15 series will reportedly have curved edges as opposed to flat ones. However, the display will be flat. Shrimp Apple Pro tweeted, "All iPhone 15 series will have the same display sizes as iPhone 14 series, and Pro 15 will have thinner bezels with curved edges. Display is still flat though, only the bezels is curved." It is anticipated that the iPhone 15 Pro variants would include solid-state volume and power buttons, similar to the iPhone 7's home button. 2 more Taptic engines might be added to the left and right sides of the iPhone 15 Pro variants if Apple decides to include solid-state buttons. Additionally, the new Dynamic Island, which debuted with the iPhone 14 Pro models, is anticipated to be included in all iPhone 15 models. So, in sum, we can anticipate that all iPhone 15 models will have the same dimensions as the iPhone 14 family, use USB-C rather than Lightning, have solid-state volume and power buttons, brand new camera technology, and Dynamic Island. And most likely it will come in September of 2023. So tell me, don't you think these changes are good? Or do you still believe Apple is making its customers happy over nothing extreme again? We will love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments section below. Bye guys.